This is the last game of the day. This is the last best of 3 of the day. This is Moon versus Infi. Here we go. Here are your players. China versus South Korea, a never-ending battle between two of the all-time greats of Warcraft 3. Infi lost to Foggy today. Moon lost to Lin, but he got his comeuppance while he defeated Foggy 2-0. Infi at the moment with, if I'm not mistaken, 5 points. Yes, 5 points at the moment. Moon with 4 points. So whoever wins this is in a pretty good position in the Super League. First map is Echo Isles, and Infi is playing human, not orc. Let's take a look at his main. It is a late altar. We all know what that means. It's either Naga or Tinker. Anything else would be a big surprise. Moon, what are you going to do? Foggy was in the same position. He decided to go for a Demon Hunter. Moon is more of a Warden player. I mentioned this before. This became kind of out of meta because the Alchemist is so strong. But Lawliot showed against TH in this Super League that the Warden can defend a Tower Rush if you play it well. And Moon does scout now. He will see the late altar. And then the question is, how will he react? And how many creeps will he lose? Will he be going for a second Engine of War in his base or not? It's getting kind of late in China. It's 10:30, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So here's your finished altar. Here are your first few footmen, archers, warden. This Moon will already in an interesting position because it doesn't protect the base at all. So we follow this footman to the tavern, and then we see what's it gonna be. He didn't scout the warden yet. Is it a Naga or is it a Tinker? Tinker it is. Tinker no harass. Oh, this is what he plays on Twisted. Tinker expansion, but Moon knows. He had the Wisp here. He saw what's going on. Defensive Pocket Factory, of course, not to block, but for the Clockwork Goblins. And this gives a lot of time to Moon. Level 3 is fairly easy here. He has a Huntress Hall to follow this Warden play up with Huntress Aggression. Or a counter expansion, or whatever. But Huntress always means dominance on the map, which is very important on Echo Isles. So, this is one of the best outcomes that... Oh, wait, he's sending them back. He's not expanding. He got his close to level 2. Not the Shadow Priest this time. Big Wizard still up for grabs as Infi is getting closer and closer. Used the first 2 Shadow Strikes already. First one resulted in a kill against the Scout Peasant. The second one might be resulting in a kill on this Footman, but the Warden is far away. And here comes the Tinker. Immediately going for this Engine of War. There is repair, but the question is for how long. Pocket Factory summoned. Warden is coming in, but there's actually no big damage against this Pocket Factory. And that's his level 2 after killing this Wisp. Finally he gets it with some help of the Archer and Shadow Priest, and the Engine of War survived. That was big, that was important, and now Infi is expanding. Tower, Expo, alright. Everything in order now. And Moon. You can go for Huntress. You can expand. Oh boy. Or you just mass Huntress in the middle of the map. Interesting idea. This Engine of War is something very, very, very unusual. Of course, if you want to push, then you want it as fast as possible. And you accomplish that by building the Engine of War proxy. But of course, it doesn't defend your base too well. It is attackable. It's of course closer to the human as well. But he keeps Infi away from the first Engine of War. Shadow Priest falls. But another kill for the Warden. Level 2 and a bit for her. Ultra Vision being researched immediately. This did not go well, this creeping. She got level 2, yeah, but the Renegade is still up. Hunters are coming now. Double Huntress. He really doesn't want Infi to play double base. This must be boots.
A player's forces
Boost
are
time,
under
he
attack.
sells everything. So Shadow Strike boots is of course pretty sweet. This tower doesn't do too much, it's piercing damage, but it's just so bad. 8 to 10 is nothing, and now Pen of Knives? Just Shadow Strike, secure kills. Getting one in the north, getting one at the expo. That's 2 kills already, but he keeps them stuck! He could walk around though. So he wasn't stuck, really. 3 Huntress already, Militia being called. Tower will come up, and it's not too long until the guard is there. Ooh, 3 Wisps. AP push, he stays on tier 1. He's not expanding. He's massing Huntress and will tower push. And Infi is investing a lot into his expansion, but not too much into the base. He's not scouting in the north at all. It's still nighttime. Buildings have a lot of vision, so we will see that at some point. It's hard for Moon to get mercenaries, but it's easy for him to kill a pocket factory. Normal damage, punches. I mean, medium armor, normal damage. Tinker gets this, Telephone of Evasion, also not too bad. Here come the Ancient Protectors. And now he knows. And now he needs a massive merc army to tear it down. 6 footmen still up. There is a shot, so he can heal. But this all buys time for Moon. The first day of W League for him, for the 5th race. So far he's doing okay. He traps his opponent here once his Berserker, as it is the best answer to the Huntress. There's nothing he can do against this. Infi is teching already, going for defense. Is teching really the right approach? I guess it is. Level 3 for the Warden makes everything harder. Oh my, that will trigger some comments. His base is well fortified. Infi is expecting a counter expo, but he must know that it's double Huntress because there's so many in no time. Oh, Moon losing 100 to towers. Creeps a lot, getting level 3, getting a heal scroll. Against all this AoE. Of course. Ooh, this is big. No altar. No Mountain King, no Blood Mage, no Paladin. He will most likely go for an Alchemist anyway, so maybe it's not that bad. First tower dies, and I think this execution by Moon is not the greatest I've ever seen. Losing so much, and towers against the Tinker, also not the best idea. Second tower down, way too aggressive. Of course, Infi is losing a lot of economy, but there's no counter expansion, so it's okay. Moon with some mercenaries here. But the Pocket Factory is still up, producing the little clockworks, actually getting repaired. Nice touch by Infi. And with those clockworks and with those footmen, you get rid of the third tower as well, and the heal scroll heals everything back up. GG. No chance for Moon. That idea did not work at all. Even though the towers came up unopposed, without any trouble. That was pretty cool. How well he did this. There were some flaws in Moon's game. Maybe he's getting tired. But like losing the Huntress there, losing the tower so easily. That wasn't the best Moon game I've ever seen. And the Tinker, like the Clockwork Goblins, like the Pocket Factory was up for way too long. Despite there being Huntress. I think if you play Warden, I mean, it's so hard now with 1.29. In previous patches, I would have said counter expand, but if you counter expand, then there's gonna be a Tinker, an Alchemist on level 2 on tier 2 that counters you. You can't really go to level 4 too fast. It's hard. It's hard. It was kind of desperate, yeah. The towers were up in time. It was good. A little disappointing, this kid. Infi, after the loss against Foggy, claiming another point. That is 6 for him. Right now. Moon still at 4. And they're ready for game number 2. Tickering for read more at the same time, so always a little downtime in between. But that was a good human map, to be honest. Next map is Ancient Isles. The worst human map, I guess. Interesting that this is still in the pool. So I guess Infi has some special strats here as well. Maybe going Tinker first again. Maybe he starts to like the rifle push. But yeah, it is gonna be hard. That's for certain. For Infi. Usually this is always a veto. Always. So, I wonder what he does. It's the same. It's again a neutral hero. Naga or Tinker most likely. For Moon it's very unusual for Moon actually to go Demon Hunter all the time. Or Warden, like Night Elf heroes. We haven't seen a single Tavern hero from him today. Tavern first at least, that is. So where's the Beastmaster love? This is live, right? Yes! This is live. Demon Hunter this time. No Warden. So this should mean a Naga. On AI, the win rate for those pushes is not that great. For whatever reason. I mean, level 2, you can still get it. But usually you don't. Because then you have to get back and creep, and that takes time. And then, like, you want to push immediately. Maybe it's something entirely different. We will see about that. First, this is not the super aggressive creep by Moon. Like, he could be spawning his Engine of War here and creep this for level 2. More conservative, which is a good thing. Infi scouts this.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's just waiting for his hero to come out. But the creep didn't start yet. But the militia are coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going towards the expo, so I expect a Tinker again? No, Naga it is. Okay, they're not going to the expansion, they just go uphill here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Naga push. Moon, how do you react? With another Moonwell in your base. Engine of War, this will still be intercepted. If he puts his towers up here, archers will never reach the main without taking damage. And that's exactly the problem Foggy had. Moon is also of the opinion that Moonwells are the solution and not additional Engine of Wars. Interesting. Absolutely interesting. So, trying to get damage on the Naga, but the Demon Hunter finds himself in this round immediately. Of course, the trades shall not be done, but now the Naga's in a better position. He keeps this round close, which is great. And the Moon Juice is not looking good. Oh, he keeps it closed again. He's trying desperately to fight out, gets a peasant in return, but come on. And this is already a forced town portal. Doesn't break the base or anything. It retreats. Tech to tier 2. That is super unusual.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, oh, the Demon Hunter has boots now, but Telly-Step on the Naga. Good reaction by Infi. Otherwise it could have been a disaster. And Moon survives for now. Tech, of course, on the way as well, a little slower. Naga is not the best first hero for long games.
A player's forces are under attack.
I can find if we can get some experience. We have protection +2. With this strat, actually not the worst. But there's gonna be endless pressure from Infi. There's no way he wants this to be a long game if it's only one base human. But the boots are so nice now. He chases the Naga down easily. Reveal being used to the footman can get some kills, and now Infi is the one town portaling. So this game is 4 minutes and 40 seconds old, and we already have 2 town portals gone. Good thing for Infi that he built the shop early. And now he's getting his levels.
A player's forces are under attack.
A lot better. And he will go into Dryads, which hurts the Naga a lot. It's so important that he got boots. Like, without that, there's gonna be a lot less damage on the Naga. Then he's way more in his face, doing way more damage the entire time. Ooh, something +6. Boots of Kel'Thalas. Oh yeah, baby. I don't know how he decides which boots to wear now on only 2 feet, but maybe whatever. This is a lot of damage now for him. Rifle cast is with an Archmage second. So far, no tier 2 building for... Well, maybe he's just rushing tier 3. Builds a few more wisps and then rushes tier 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
As I said before, good thing about the Naga is it doesn't matter how often she gets burned, she always has the mana for Frost Arrow. One for each foot. Yeah, is it then like, wouldn't that be 30 movement speed and +3? If it's only half. I don't know, man. Creeping intensifies. Nice harass by Infi here, dealing more damage without risking too much and buying time for his own Archmage creeping for the Brilliance Aura. Lores are coming, Ultra Vision is there as well. And we're waiting for the first Rifleman. One of the very few instances where Infi is playing one base rifle push. Maybe looking forward to patch 1.3, but I don't think so, since he insulted the balance team quite a bit on his stream as far as I know.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it's of course nice area of effect, always good to have against this. The boots of Kel'Thalas look bigger, so you can wear boots of speed under the Kel'Thalas. Alright. Interesting militia positioning. And good scout line move. Like, really well done. To move into that position, intercepting them early. And now he's forcing the fight in the middle of the base. Moon doesn't have too much, like 36 supply only. Oh, if he has a surround here. But there's a Dryad counter surrounding, which is nice. Infi, not really known for his micro, not for the stellar little video moments or highlight clip moments. More like game sense and macro. Interesting that they don't go for macro games. But yeah, tower push, or push number 2. With 2/2 heroes and a heal scroll this time. Engine of War is already in position. And Berserkers and Dryads. But we do have 2 Riflemen as well. And no tower up. More reinforcements are coming. But does he have the damage to chew through this Engine of War? That's at the moment the biggest threat alongside the Demon Hunter. Who's level 3 already. Plus 8.3 armor. Oh boy. Long rifle upgrade. Now this push has been defended easily. Good scouts overall though. Panda lacks levels heavily. Naga doesn't get much better though. Maybe you should prioritize the Archmage. But on the other side there's Dryads already. He went for Water Elementals. So he will most likely feed the Water Elementals to the Dryads. Yeah, it's like 4 of them. And they must have Dispel as well. Infi doesn't really get a
Player's forces are under attack.
grasp of, like a grip on me here. So he wants to end this quick, he tried to end this quick, but he failed.
The player's forces are under attack.
And the longer the game goes, the better it is for Moon. He's teching now. It is a late tech. Very late tech, actually. Spending a lot of resources on 5 Dryads and the Berserker. Only switching to Bears now. But Archmage is 3. Naga is 3. Riflemen don't have upgrades. There's not too much Moon should be worried about.
The player's forces are under attack.
The Panda's not level 3. That's the biggest downside, and his late tech, of course. But how much better does Infi's army get? Like, he's breaking... Oh, nice interception. Law Lyot-esque with 2 Dryads and the Demon Hunter there. And Infi calls GG. Yeah, as I said, there was no time anymore. And so once again, for the 3rd time today, we go into map 3 in this best of 3. That didn't work at all for Infi, man. So, as it seems, you don't need a second Engine of War to defend this. But yeah, that was not the strongest Infi I've ever seen. This is not the most common map for this as well. Didn't really work out. Of course, if Moon picks that map, if you leave it in the pool, you have to have a plan. That plan didn't work. A little anticlimactic, of course, but I mean, better... What's it called? You know what I mean, right? Besser ein Ende mit Schrecken als ein Schrecken ohne Ende? That's it in German. Maybe someone can help me out. Oh, what's it called? I want to know that now. Schrecken ohne Ende English. Scare without end. Or something. No, better an end with scare than a scare without end. Something like that. That's somehow it translates, I guess. It's better to make a painful break than to draw out the agony. Alright, thank you. Is Neo an angel or does the green screen glow? I think it's a mix of both. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last game for the day between those two. If Infi wins this, he is 2-2 and has 7 points. If Moon wins this, he's 1-2. No, 2-1 with 6 points. Which is not bad for both of them. But if they lose, they are not in the greatest state of all time. So, Infi, Amazonia, what do you have in store for us? It's you who decides this game. If it's this one base shenanigans again, which I don't expect, then be careful. But it is a normal build with an Alta first. So it's most likely gonna be an expansion. Moon, is it Warden or Beastmaster? It is a Warden actually. Okay. Warden first on AZ was something that even in the prime of Warden wasn't really played too much. So the question is, how fast is the expansion? Will he, he will creep to level 2. Fan of Knives, Shadow Strike, Blink? Very hard to say. Once again, it's anti-meta Moon playing here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Maybe it's to throw Infi off, but he was stomped by Foggy on this map. With the Demon Hunter and Mass Mercs and 2 Shredders, which you should never allow actually. But alright, he doesn't deny anything. Oh boy, was this close. Gets full experience and the Gloves of Haste, which is nice. Infi not going for the instant experience expansion, so you can expect the Warden to be there. If we do, if we make an account with Twitch chat plays Walker, we will win all tours easily. Twitch chat knows it all. Moons has a Wisp here in position. And a Wisp here to detonate against the Water Elemental. Same here. Oops. Wisp everywhere, actually. Nice to see that. Doesn't tech early. Warden already here, but the big creeps are gone. Infi level 2 in a bit. Circlet. But not too much mana. Like, he invested quite a bit. He has one more. Detonate. There we go. Not in range, though.
Town is under siege.
We have a Wisp for the detonate. He spawned the Water Elemental, but he did not start creeping at 3 minutes 20. Moon is not teching still. He has a lot of gold. Ah, he's going for Mercs now, I think. This is what it looks like. Oh no, he's not doing it. So he's just harassing with the Warden. Gets not even this kill. And the Warden has to go into Shadow Melt already. This is not going well for him. He can go to get 2 kills. There we go. It's annoying, but it's not super bad for Infi. There is a lot more Shadow Strikes or Fan of Knives though. Ah, reveal being used. Okay, a little investment, but worth it. Warden didn't use any skill. Infi gets level 3, Wind of Mana Stealing. Against the Warden, I love Wind of Mana Stealing. Every bit of mana that you can get rid of is nice. And we do have the double Mercs again, so Moon is playing a little like Foggy. Still tier 1. Quad Mercs, actually. And boots. Would love to see the skill build. killed a few workers, but not an overwhelming mass of workers.
Players' forces are under
On
attack.
Amazonia, you always calculate those kills in. Nice deny. Keep the Warden on from level 3, and you're in a decent position. Expo is coming up. As it seems, there's no fan of knives, which is not so great on level 1 anyway. 70%. And the tower up in the back as well. The tower is really helpful. Not really against the Demon Hunter, except if he has Immolation, but against the Warden, every burned point of mana counts. And there we go. Another Water Elemental. Thanks to the Wand of Mana stealing, that's exactly what it's up for. Moon is playing exactly like Foggy. I want to say that Moon invented this and Foggy copied it. But yeah, blink second, no fan of knives at all. But it's not the aggression that Foggy played. He seems to be counter-expanding, which is an interesting choice. He's attacking now. Expo is up. Expo is kind of safe as well. And this could be a big punishment. I mean, Warden is level 3. No, it's not. He's level 3 now. With a big invul as well. But this gives Infi time to tech in a bit. The big thing is no Shredder. Moon got that. Ooh, Infi overcommitting here. There's one Shadow Strike. Where's it gonna land? Nowhere.
A player's forces are under
This is
attack.
counter-expanding. I don't really understand this. Why 4 mercs if you expand? I don't think that's necessary. Especially if Infi has defend. Which he doesn't seem to have. It's still an easy cancel. Like, doesn't really matter if you have 5 or 6 mercs. If you're up against Infi, who controls this so well. Now he TP's out, he saves wide everything. He saves everything. Look at the value. Oh, he didn't have a shop. All right. Yeah, the value of this region scroll now. And defense is halfway through.
A town is under siege.
I don't know, Moon. I don't like their game plan too much. It's not really decisive. It's a mix of everything. Like full commitment with all that investment into mercs and Shredder. Then teching late, then expanding, which doesn't fit the big merc investment at all. This is weird. And now we have defend. And now those mercs are kind of useless. What do you think? Naga second. Sorry for the spikes. So no tier 2 by Infi yet. Lots of damage, holy cow. He doesn't have a town portal. Oh, that changes a lot. He has to take this fight, kind of. His footmen are all over the place. Archmage is in trouble. Can he go for an invul? Yes, he can. Or invis. That will be counted most likely. But yeah, it's the invul, so he should... No, wait, is he trapped?
The town is under siege.
No, got a staff as well. But the invul is almost over! Has to go for the town ball. That was expensive, but look at the same time what he did there. So many footmen. Staffs in with the Archmage. Heal scroll. Uh-oh, is this the kill of the Archmage? He's just doing it again. There's no warden on the man. No mana on the warden. Oh, Infi. This was so good. Never, ever, ever, ever allow Infi or TH to get 7 footmen. That's just not good. It doesn't work. And now, Moon's tier 2 is late. His expo is not up. Infi is on tier 2, getting the Sanctums. The Warden is level 3.5, okay. But that's not overwhelming. That was so sick by Infi. Saving the Archmage. Portaling home. Portaling to the other, to the other side of the map, uses the heal scroll, saves everything. And now we have an alchemist, which kind of counters the warden completely. Acid bomb again. Damage ticking. Footman here again. Expo canceling. It's bad. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa. Invocation. This lasts a long time. But he doesn't even need the Archmage here. Level 2 on the Naga, that helps. But acid bomb again. It's another kill. Now riflemen are there. Not the longest range yet, no long rifles upgrade. Gets the kill anyway. He gets the shot big. Moon is in a world of trouble. He's trying to Shadow Strike, he's trying to force the Alchemist away. It's interesting, by the way, yeah, that it's Acid Bomb first, but not too unusual. This happens, and again a Townfall. With the expansion, he can't afford it though. Shadow Strike, not enough. Damage is still ticking, but will expire. He's next to the shop, we'll get the scroll. Did Infi expand with defend or without? He expanded first and then went for defend later.
A player's forces are under attack.
So level 4 on this Archmage already. This footman control is just... I see this for the maybe 150th time that this happens in a game of TH and Infi. I am still baffled. No one else does it that well. And this Archmage play was just ghosted. So we have Rifleman. Oh, actually we don't have Rifleman anymore, right? Sorry. It was a little too early. Is the tier 3 on the way? No, he sticks with tier 2. No Expo tier 2 against Expo Riflecasters. With an Alchemist. Moon, your chances are not the greatest!
A player's forces are under attack.
He's jacking again. So Moon does its best. Does he have a town portal? Yes, it's like the 5th town portal he has in this game. Decent positioning on the Rifleman, trying to finish this spot. Actually, a scroll of protection against this. I mean, plus armor versus minus armor, not the worst. Acid Bomb gets weaker, by the way, as it can't affect Dryads. So this is the main army of Moon. But then he just spams Heal Spray. It's also fine. Level 4 Warden. No Tomb of Retraining yet, so it's only Blink and Shadow Strike. The normal damage against this Warden, man. Heal Scroll is very nice if you use it. Yeah, Blink's in the middle. Get that one done. There's another Water Elemental in for Infi. And again, Moon's army is so bruised. Get this. Nah, not try it for free. So still not up. This SimCity is very nice. Moon with his piercing damage can't really attack. And here's the Rifleman. I was wondering, where the hell are the Riflemen? Just there in the base. So he didn't even need half of his army to survive that fight. Moon is still not teching. Rather upgrading his units. And I don't know how long this can go well. So this time the fight is with the Rifleman. Heal Spray saves this one. Oh, the wall is already so low. 70 food. This has worked for Night Elves playing Mass Dryads. thinking of Life vs. TH. Moon played it for a long time.
Forces are under attack.
But not here. And I don't think this works too well with the Warden. She's not the right clicker. She's not disabling at all. And so the Alchemist, like, even like with the Sobi and the Brilliance Aura, this Alchemist can spam. Heal Wave, Acid Bomb against the heroes, whatever you want. So big decisive push against Moon's expansion, which mined a little bit, but not too much. And I'm pretty sure he's just gonna kill it off, but you never know. Rifleman in a good position. He has like blockers on both sides, at least a few of them. And the Rifleman can be protected at all times, which is sweet. Tower is coming up. And he has the damage of 6 Riflemen now. With long range. What does Moon have? 60 supply only. And he just towers all over the place. I don't want to tell too much, but I think Moon is losing his second game today. As long as the Riflemen are protected well. Ooh, the tower's getting attacked, but that's 3 damage on the Dryads. Actually, Moon is not defending this too bad. Getting rid of all the towers. But there's no consumables on the Warden. That's a problem. He was a little sandwiched, which is distracting a lot. But now the armies are separated. Kills the Shredder. No. But Infi chew through this with all the mass that he has. The Dryads want to intercept something here. They are on patrol. He's getting items, but if that's gonna work, I don't know. He's sandwiching again. Didn't have enough time for the towers. Dryads don't do anything against this mass Rifleman. 1-0 upgrade now. Heal scroll is nice and all, but it's such a big investment from an expansion that's just about to pay off. Naga in a world of trouble. Gets rid of the second heal scroll that way. Oh, he wanted... he used the heal scroll actually. Level 5 on the Archmage. Immo Potion swap. Uses it. And he's just decimating Moon's army. GG! The 5th race loses the second game today. First against Lin. Now against Infi. Only winning against Foggy, who beat Infi before. So that's an interesting dynamic. A little triangle that we have here. Foggy beating Infi, Infi beating Moon, Moon beating Foggy. Little ring around the rosy. So, do we have an upgraded table yet? I don't think so. I don't want to end the stream without showing you the updated table here. Lin has 3 wins, 6 map wins, 1 map... Oh no. Wait. Oh, I fucked it up. Is someone working on that already? That would be nice so I don't have to talk. Okay. Map wins is 4 map... Wait, that's wrong. Ah, that's matches and that's games. Alright, got it now. 7. Infi won 1 game and lost 1 game. Won 3 maps, lost 3 maps. That's 3 points for him, right? 7 points. We should play Moon. 1 win, 2 losses. 4 map wins. 4 map losses. That is 5 points for him. 1-0 didn't play. Foggy won his first game and lost the third. And WFC didn't play yet. So, the scores are updated, but the ranking is not. Which is... will take some time. So, Lin is now third. Lolite is now third, sorry. Infi and Lin sharing the lead a little. Moon didn't do too bad. Is now fourth, if I'm not mistaken. Eight, 9, 10. All right. So is it? Did I do everything correctly? Nope. 40 has to go up a bit. And then we have it, boys. Don't you worry. He has 2 points now. 8, 9, 10. Okay! After editing Liquipedia in a rush, the standing of the Super League looks like this. And I have to crop this a little. Not just a little, but a lot. Okay, that's it. The standing of the Super League. Lin on top with Infi together. Lin won actually 3 games here, but 7 points. Infi 4 games and 7 points. Lawlight only 2 games and 6 points, man, without a single map loss. That's so insane. Fly Focus TH didn't play today. Foggy out of the relegation or the Descendants places, but 1-0 hasn't played a single game, so it's very likely that he will drop once again in WFC, not a single map. It was important for Foggy to get some maps, but once again, the loss to Moon hurts a lot. We will continue with the Super League on Saturday. Remo will cast this. We have the matches of 1-0 versus Focus, Fly versus Lawlight, 1-0 versus Lawlight, and Fly versus Focus. So that's gonna be good, especially 1-0 versus Lawlight. It's gonna be insane. Tomorrow, Remo and I are reunited with the first division. TBC versus Shishi, Colorful versus Soen, TBC versus Soen, and Colorful versus Shishi. And then, on Sunday, long ass day of Warcraft ahead of us, starting with the Premier League, the first division, Blade trying it again, or stepping in the ring. Blade versus Shao KK, Lucifer is playing as well, and Sock is playing as well. All the information on Liquipedia, on our homepage, and in the stream description. That's it for today, at least in English. I will go into the Rocket Beans TV stream and help out Florentin Will now. So I will host the channel in case you want to watch that. Otherwise, there's gonna be plenty of streamers. I guess you find them on warcraft3.info. You can, if you like, support us on our way to 50,000 Twitch followers with the follow button like there. You can follow us on YouTube if you want to catch up with the games. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers there. Doesn't cost a dime. We're 109 subs short from the 20,000. If you want to stay up to date about the current scene, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. On Facebook, we're getting close to 5,000 followers. On Twitter, we're getting close to 3,500. Hit that follow button. And on Instagram, we're getting close to 1,000, as well as myself on my personal Twitter account, which is twitter.com/JannisOfficial. If you would press the buttons and help us to break those 6 milestones, that's much appreciated, guys. Of course, you can support us financially as well by donating via PayPal, credit card, or cryptocurrency, or buy our merchandise, which I'm not wearing right now. Use our Amazon referral link, or subscribe at Twitch. Also, there's a button here. You get replay packs and no advertisements anymore. That's it for today. I will play the Donuts now. I hope you have some fun. I hope you enjoy Warcraft, and you tune in tomorrow at 13 CEST.